Yeah, you back with another episode of Take Me Out This Chat. It's Bucky, Chef Marv, and Homie Jeets.
What up?
What's good?
What's going on?
What's up?
Ain't shit. You already know how you feeling, good brother.
I'm alright, man. We got some spice tonight.
I got a little bit of something.
A little spice. Take me out.
Chef, how you feeling, bro?
I'm great.
All right. But before we even get started, make sure you jump over to our YouTube channel. Take Me Out This Chat. Hit the subscribe button if you're already not following us. After that, make sure you hit that notify bell. That way when we go live, you're notified. After that, jump over to our Instagram as well as our Facebook at Take Me Out This Chat. If you ain't following, man.
Yo, help us out. Follow us, like, subscribe. Yo, hit the like button and subscribe. Man. Yeah, all that.
All that, man. And check
help
the vids.
Help us out with these algorithms,
yeah,
man.
Check the vids, man. For real. Check it out. There's some good content out there. We talking that shit. You already know. But you want to start with the first topic? You want me to go?
I mean, we could jump right in, you know.
All right,
Well, not play no games tonight. Let's go.
No games, we just going right in.
Yeah, let's go.
Right into the fire. So
all
basically,
right. Go ahead.
First topic was, you know, do people get in relationships or stay in relationships because either A, they're lonely,
Right,
or B, they're bored. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Absolutely.
that could be, it's a deep, it could go a deep question.
What do you mean
know?
by bored, though?
Bored.
Like,
Bored, like
want-
they don't got no personal drive. They don't got no goals, no aspects that they're, like, you know, they're not personally driven. Like, they might, you know, for example, they might just go to work, come home. Their life is boring.
Boring as shit.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't got nothing to occupy their,
Their
you know,
time,
their,
right.
their, you know,
they don't got the drive.
their
to occupy
mind.
their
It's
time,
more
right.
than just your time. Occupy your mind.
Right.
You think shorties shorties do play games with certain niggas because they be bored, but I think boredom is a big factor, man.
Boredom's a heavy factor. I feel like a lot of motherfuckers who be bored out here, and when I say bored, I mean, like I said, you're not like motivated. You're not driven, because usually, like, when you're driven, that means you're focused.
Right.
You're not really necessarily focused on maybe relationships. What I mean is you're focused more on like career driven or you know, like stuff like that. So
what's the most common phrase a bored nigga says, dog?
I'm trying to get
it ain't
some
shit.
cutty.
No, it ain't shit to do.
Yeah.
I be like, damn,
Bored niggas
always got shit
niggas
to
run
do.
around trying to hit cutty.
All day long. Those
Listen,
are niggas that's hitting y'all up all day, talking to you, texting you all day.
The niggas I see in inboxes, bar life, trying to knock something down every night.
Talk that shit.
Bored. Ain't no shit going on.
Bored.
Can't possibly do all that if you got shit going.
Hell no.
Like,
Not-
you
not
only ain't
even-
got time, yo.
Like a
No.
nigga who knocking 4 or 5 bitches down like on a regular, like,
Are you
and
bored?
talking to them, and cause you know, let's keep it a bean. Like, I could never be out here hitting 4 or 5 joints consistently.
No.
I don't have the time to entertain these joints.
Right.
It takes
Not
a
if
lot.
you want to
It
succeed.
takes
Like,
a
not
lot,
if you want to
man.
succeed or you're trying to reach
Yeah,
something.
like,
Like if
let's
you're
keep-
driven, bro, like
Let's
the
keep it a
time you
bean.
have is very minimum, and it's not going to be
Women
bar
take
hopping.
time.
Like, you know what I mean,
What about lonely though? What about the lonely factor? Because
No,
that's
absolutely.
major. That's crazy too. You know, people
Well,
don't
when
want
do
to be
you-
by themselves, man.
when
People
do
don't
you
want
feel
be,
lonely?
People don't want to be by themselves. Some people
When you're
can't be by
when you're
themselves.
what?
When
When
you're
you're bored, they go hand in
They
hand.
do go hand in hand.
They do, but I think it's still a little different because like right now, what season is it?
Fall.
What's
Cuddle-
exactly
cuddle
so
season.
motherfuckers is gonna be lonely.
Do you think that?
Because they gonna be in the house because it's cold, rainy, yeah, all them crazy weather nights.
But do you think that motherfuckers be getting together because they afraid? Like, it just
They afraid of
not
being
able to
alone,
survive?
not having
but not even
someone.
just being able to survive by themselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just think about it, because there's
I think
a
it's
lot
a lot of different
there's a lot of
factors.
homeless niggas that, you know what I mean? Like, niggas really be
Facts.
like homeless. Like, you feel what
And
I'm
I think
saying?
some people, like you said, like it do be lonely.
Niggas be
you know,
homeless, B.
Like, real rap,
Nah,
think
I
about
think
it.
some people like
Females too.
have
I don't
been
want to make it
I
sound like
think
one.
some people have been in relationships or in and out of relationships for so long they don't know how to just be like
On some solo
on
shit.
some
some
serious
gay
Fly
shit.
solo
Right,
shit.
right.
I read
Yeah.
something the other day. I forget the publication, but it was saying that nowadays single people, majority of single people are the happiest people
Yeah.
in the world.
Absolutely. You have nobody to answer to.
Facts. You
You live your
you get
life
to
how
do whatever
actually-
you
Like they say that single people have the best sex life.
They have the most active sex.
Yeah,
They ain't gotta be the best.
It's probably- yeah.
It's the
I mean,
most
yeah,
active.
active, absolutely.
Yeah, it's the most active because you
You
might
know
get.
what I'm saying? Like
You might get some. You might get some.
and when they were referring to single people, they were referring to like driven, motivated,
Yeah,
folks.
right.
Like do people who's doing shit like moving and shaking,
Yeah,
career wise and moving and shaking, leisure wise.
right.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, cause ultimately, like, I kind of deal with that battle myself because like, I love being in a relationship, but there's times where like I just want to move and shake, like
Like a single man.
Yeah, I mean, when I say that, I don't mean that.
No, we
literally,
get
Nah,
you.
but
We
we
get
get
you
what
just
you
with the
saying.
freedom to be able to
Yeah.
move about as you
Freedom.
please.
Yeah,
I got you.
I always come at the homies like,
Yeah.
hey, y'all niggas don't want to do shit. This, that, the third, this,
Right.
that. Because I be feeling like niggas should still not. I don't expect niggas to move and shake on a regular,
Right.
but like once a year, move and shake a little bit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Get
But
some freedom,
that's
get some
just my
freedom, some
suggestion.
freedom
You know,
Nah,
You
always
definitely do
preaching
be
that for
coming at
sex.
niggas about that. That shit be funny as shit.
cause it's some
But
niggas I know
it be
that
coming
ain't-
from it be coming from a good place when he be preaching it to niggas though. But he
Facts.
definitely be at niggas' ears.
Yeah, like let's move and shake a little bit. Like
Niggas don't be allowed outside, man. You know that.
Hey man.
But you know
That's because niggas, you know what I mean? That's because niggas be catching these misdemeanors and felonies.
Oh yeah.
yeah, and that's
As soon as they go outside, they be out there
Niggas
and
out
they,
there
and they
catching
facing these charges.
Niggas out here catching charges.
I ain't
You know they
lie
gonna
to
puff that list up too. You did this,
And
that.
when you got
Niggas
them
catching
charges.
9 of them Jones
You
got to get
can't
thrown
move and
out.
shake like that.
Fuck no.
I
mean,
know a couple brothers that they got such a bad rap sheet. They already said, man, look, my days is over.
Yeah.
It's over.
I'm just trying to maintain. He got caught a couple F1s.
Yeah.
Like
What's that?
You catch a couple F1s, like
That's
Yeah.
that's Daddy Freddy, dog. Like,
but I ain't gonna
that
lie.
situation
third
is
strike
done.
is rap.
That's where
That
you
situation
really,
is done.
But that's where it puts you in the bind, and you really gotta. That's where you really see like what's really prioritized to you. Like, is me being in a relationship a priority, or me being happy? I don't want to say happy because you're happy in a relationship, but like. That's where sacrifice comes in within the relationship.
facts.
And like me personally, it's just so hard for me.
It's where it comes to decisions, like, and that's the part where I feel like a lot of times where we say people don't be wanting to break up or get separated or things like that, and I say that's the fear because that's the decision,
Right.
Like, and this is me speaking as a married man. If I was to ever think about leaving and all that, like, that's a heavy decision. It's not just leaving and breaking up from or just mingling and all that. Like, you're breaking and dividing the entire home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a decision not only of having to start over and being by yourself and being lonely and all that calm shit. It's like there's multiple people affected by
Facts,
it.
facts.
You feel me? So now it becomes a totally different vibe and a totally different situation. So when you start when you in a marriage and you start catching them felonies, nigga,
But I tell
it's
you,
crucial.
I tell you what, it is crucial.
Yeah, it's crucial.
because
Felonies.
that's why you can't afford a record.
Yeah.
And like honestly, because if it's as a person, right?
I'm listening because motherfuckers probably like, what the hell?
If you listen, but if they listening, we
they
dropping
listen, they
gems.
get it.
If you
Listen.
listening, we dropping
Like
gems.
if you know you want to do certain shit, like this is chess, not checkers.
Facts.
You gotta position your pieces. Like, for instance, I know I like to travel. I can't be traveling with the homies. I'm going with the homies down Columbia and taking wifey to Jersey.
Yeah, hell no. That's not gonna work.
Hey, that's
Like,
not
yeah,
going.
this
I
joint,
can't take
alright.
wifey to Wildwood.
You got her on some little motel joint.
Honestly, and that's not that I don't want to travel. I want to travel with wifey too, but I want to travel all
You want, yeah.
perspective. So I know I gotta be out here as a man. If I want to have the freedom, maybe the little extra freedom that I feel I want,
Right.
that means I gotta be carrying it. Also, shit at the home front gotta be handled.
Facts.
Before
Facts.
I'm trying to do something else, best believe some goals and checklists better have been checked off at the crib, at the home front, to where it's like, okay, I deserve to do something.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I can come to my wife and be like, look, I want to do this. And it's like, okay, you know what I mean? You've been handling your business as a man. Like, I've been seeing progress around this motherfucker. You grinding. So it's not really much they can say. You understand what I'm saying? Like, but a lot of times, like, niggas be wanting to be able to do a bunch of shit, but don't deserve it. You ain't carrying it.
Right.
So, of course, your bitch gonna have her lips poked out like, nigga, you want to do this, do that, but, nigga, what did you do around this motherfucker?
Right.
You won't even take the fucking trash out, nigga.
No, the crazy Jones be you ain't taking care of none of the finance, but you popping up on trips.
Hey.
You can't do it. Everything gotta be, listen, if you doing that type of shit, when some shit need to be paid for, wifey, here. You want to be, you want to play hard. You gotta work hard.
Right.
And wifey got
work
like
hard,
you said,
play
you said
hard.
it the best. Wifey better be taking them trips too. Like,
yes.
And that's the facts. Like, if you like as a man, and you keeping it a being as a man, and you in a relationship, and you're respecting your relationship, nigga. If you out here and you traveling and doing whatever you gonna do, as a man, you got to make sure that my lady's doing.
And
the
it's
same
not even just traveling. It's just
it's everything. In
everybody
perspective.
has a different niche of what they like. Because at the end of the day, as men, individually, we all have certain things that we enjoy to do.
Right.
That give us that sense of, for momentarily, freedom, or not necessarily even just freedom, just happiness.
Right.
That a lot of times, like with females, I've noticed a lot of times with females, a lot of their happiness is attached to with you.
Right. The dude they with. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like a majority of female, I want to say a majority, but a lot of females, it's like, I just want to do stuff with my man. I want my man to, you know what I mean? They just want to feel that energy from their man, like they're loved, and they, you understand what I'm saying? They want to feel that energy, and that makes them feel whole. Where a lot of times us as men, you know, we enjoy doing things with the wifey, we enjoy doing things with the kids, but as a man, there's still things you enjoy doing on just you.
But you can't be out here committing misdemeanors and felonies.
Hell no.
This comes back to this goes to a new topic, and I didn't want to switch it up like that, but he said it and brought it up to me. It made me think about it. Like your mate being your, like when motherfuckers say my mate's my best friend, I don't be feeling like that's true. Like, you feel me? Like motherfuckers be wanting to say like my mate's my best friend, and I'm like, but is they? Like, if you really think about it, lots of times your mate don't be into everything you into. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, your best friend's into the shit you into.
I mean,
I believe your mate.
Sometimes your wifey is your best friend.
No, I mean, there's multiple best friends. You feel what I'm saying? If you want to look at it like that, then.
I mean, but what
when you say my
I'm
best
talking
friend,
about like best friends, like nigga, I'm not talking about who I'm going. If I gotta say somebody's gonna kill me or not, I'm talking about on your day-to-day basis and who you like to enjoy.
you're talking
your
about
time
shareable
time.
interest.
I mean, but you can only share.
Most of your lady more than likely don't follow or follow along with most of the shit you into.
Listen, I would say from the standpoint of, if you're saying best friends and people say my mate's my best friend, they're talking about somebody who generally cares for them the most and
person they trust the most.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying?
That's a given, yeah.
When you're saying also from the other angle of best friends, you're saying just common interests.
Right.
But you said basically you gotta you gotta have a common interest to be best friends. That ain't true. You can have best friends and y'all gotta like different things.
I'm just talking about like even in activities or in things like that. Like a lot of times the stuff like you enjoy, like you might want to go to the tailgate, do all that. You might have a lady that
ain't
don't
got nothing to do with being a best friend though.
What emotion your homies get down with?
I mean, you might not do everything together, but there's gonna be certain things you and your lady like to do together that y'all enjoy.
That's just being
it ain't gonna be everything. Some shit is just masculine shit. Like she may not want to go fishing.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't mean she ain't my best friend.
But your best friend does like to go fishing though,
I get
don't
what
she?
Buck's saying, but Buck's not getting what we're saying.
Yeah.
That don't mean that's not your. Buck's just saying is it's not your only friend.
That's your only friend, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, all right, I got you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It don't your only best friend, because like that's what I'm saying. Like,
nah, you're right though, because I got best friends that aren't my wifey, but I would consider my wifey to be my best friend.
She's your best friend in interest of life,
love life, and
all that,
and growing together. Yeah,
absolutely. But when I'm talking about longevity, trust, and stuff like that, your homies is your homies. Now,
yeah.
right?
And I'm, you know, I'm strong. I'm a strong homie boy. Like,
Right.
my whole life, bro, I've been around the same homies. Like, you know, I've met a few different homies, but like,
Right.
for the, like my core, like I've been around the same homies growing up, and like I just always been one of the bros.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
Like, you know, no disrespect, but when back in the day, nigga, I was one of them niggas. Bros over O's, like
Yeah,
I'm rocking
right.
with the bros. You know what
Nah,
I mean? Now,
facts,
you know, we get
facts.
a little older. You
Yeah.
But
Nah, go ahead. I hear you.
But you know what I'm saying? And I see, and you know, sometimes it's like I talk to some of my homies now, like, you know, and they be like, damn, like we need to get together every once in a blue moon, just do something, kick it, because like sometimes it's like I get it, it's life, you know. Motherfuckers have kids, wifey,
Right.
got cribs to maintain
Right.
and bills to pay, and you ain't got time for the homies. But like, I don't know, bro. Like social, that social component.
Man,
Right.
I think that's just dudes need to be around dudes, and women I don't know. Women don't be having a lot of women friends, so that should be kind of weird for them. But niggas need
Why is that?
You need to have Listen, that's a topic we want to ask and bring a lady up here for that.
Right.
Cause I can't answer that one.
I ain't gonna lie. There's a couple females I know out here that been with they same squad.
Right.
But they move like niggas.
Yeah. They a little different. They a little different.
They move like niggas, and what I mean by like that, they move like how me and my niggas move. Like they move like niggas.
Right.
To sum it
But
up,
the average female,
don't have a lot of friends.
Right.
nah, like, you know, like they got friends, but they're not big on. They don't could care less if they hang with them. They could care less.
Their gatherings be on some light shit, like some.
They don't I don't know. That'd be weird. Do you think that's just based on the area we live in? Because it's like
No.
it's strange
Nah,
to me.
yes,
Like they really
yes,
don't be
yes.
like gathering.
Area-
but when
no,
we
this-
went to Atlanta, like I seen groups of females.
It's an area, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the lifestyle out here. It's so slowed down, bro. It's so like.
Yeah,
The pace is so
suburbs.
slow that people don't want to do shit. People don't like doing
Because it
nothing.
would just be strange to me. Because I be feeling like, damn, is it just like here, like
No, yeah.
Eastern PA? Like I don't know what it is, but it just be like.
But I get it.
Females don't
I
really
get
be
it, what
clicking
you're
up
saying.
like, you know what I mean?
It is because you're more of a little more fast. You like more fast paced. You always want to be in the city, like.
But down
you
the city, they're more
Everybody.
hang out. Yeah,
That's why like a nigga like Sid, he hate being out here because he likes fast. He a nigga like on a Tuesday night, like if I want to go shoot out, just go get a couple drinks. I want to be on the social. Like, you know, if he's in the city or out LA or here, like it don't matter what night of the week it is. I can go get into something.
You just got more options, man.
Yeah.
Like you got a lot of. You go to one spot, the joint ain't really hitting.
you could just
You
go
can
to
pack
the
it
next.
up and go to the next spot. Out here, you go to a spot, it ain't hitting. You got to make the most of your night, man. Like, you got to
Nah, facts though.
So shut it down.
get them shots flowing and turn
And
it
then
up.
make the most
Make
of
the
it.
most of it.
That shit could be dead, but you and
You
you gotta make it.
You they're gonna turn one of them. Yeah, nigga. I know since we was born. One of them type late night conversations.
ear all night.
Yeah,
Nah,
that joint was
you're
whack
right.
as shit.
It's crazy because I'm really more of a slow paced nigga, but
Nah, man.
but I enjoy to mix the speeds up. If you get like, you know what I mean, I need a little taste of the fast every once in a while, but I'm more overall. I've been conditioned to this lifestyle.
Right.
I like it, you know what I mean. But it is what it
I
is.
think I just like living out in it. Like but like I wouldn't mind. You know what I mean? Being down and
But you
I like
cannot
laying
handle
rest
no
in my head.
fast pace shit.
Yeah, you crazy. All right.
You been
Not,
in the,
not no more.
Yeah.
Nah.
You've been on the bench too long.
Hey man, you think what you
been
want?
conditioned too long.
You think what you want, nigga. You
Nigga,
been on
alright.
the bench. Nigga.
Nigga, the grind's is still the grind. You feel me? Like, regardless.
I don't be out like that on Tuesdays, but when
I mean,
go
I'm
out,
not talking about socially.
I'll
I'm
slide
talking
out.
about just in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, business related.
I've been thinking about this a lot lately, though, man.
What's that?
Relocating.
Yeah.
Listen, bro.
I was telling-
Where you
yeah.
thinking about? Same state?
Nah. I mean, like, you know, like, part of me wants to just. I'm not there yet, but I'm beginning to have the thoughts of it because it's like I feel like I'm outgrowing kind of my current state.
Right.
And it's like sometimes the best thing for a person is when things start getting stale. It's no different than the sports teams. Things get stale, they fire a coach, bring a new coach, some new players. I feel like sometimes you got to switch it up and make it a little uncomfortable for yourself to where,
Right.
you know what I mean? Because a lot of times when you move somewhere new where you don't know nobody or you might have one or two contacts, it forces you to really lock in.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You kind of refocus because sometimes growing up in the same place, especially a small town like Pottstown. I know this is kind of off topic, but we're kind of just going through some different shit.
Yeah.
But like, you know, like a lot of times just living in Pottstown, like you lose. It's hard to stay focused because a lot of distractions.
Right.
Big time.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
and you know, you moved. And you're not super far, but you're far enough to where you're isolated.
Yeah.
Right.
So you've been able to do some different shit, and I've seen the difference in your
Absolutely.
in your focus. That was the main reason why you wanted to move was
Right.
because you wanted to be able to take your focus level and focus in. You didn't need them outside distractions. Where it's easily to get distracted around here. You come outside, drive down the street, you see 5-6 people, you know. Next thing you know, you stop, you talk.
Hour went by.
Yeah,
2
like-
hours went by.
and you only wanted to go down to the store, grab a little coffee,
And come
then-
back.
Yeah,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I think it's crucial, man, that I think we all, even with getting the kids out, man, because I feel like for me, that's why I moved. Like at some point, hopefully, that can happen. But like you said, getting your kids out, you can always come back, man. But growing up here, it really is a small-minded mentality, dog.
Absolutely.
And two, coming off what you just said there, networking.
Right.
If I come outside in Pottstown, go do some shit, what are the odds I'm really gonna bump into some folks that really can really make a serious change in my life?
Not going to the regular stores you've been going to for the last 20 years.
And when they say the world is a small world, it really is.
really
Like
is,
when
yo.
I be going to different cities, different countries
Absolute-
and shit, like,
absolutely.
me just being myself and with that type of energy I project, it's like I be like linking with folks and like the energy be good. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of times I don't necessarily build with them, but a lot of times there are situations where I did build with some different folks.
That initial energy and connections there,
Yeah.
Right.
and where you could build off of it, you could not. But at the end of the day, that's just another person you met, you've crossed paths, you
Paths
connected
with,
with.
Or you might have just talked to somebody and learned some shit in a 5-minute conversation that you didn't know. Like, it's like,
That's my favorite part of
or gotten
traveling, bro.
inspired or
I promise
anything,
you. Learning. Like, everywhere you go, bro, it's a learning experience. That's why you got to travel. Like, the simple fact you learn different cultures and shit like that. And then at the same time, motherfucker, you learn more in town. And that's my biggest nightmare for my kids, my family in general is to be stuck into these 4 blocks. I mean, what is
Matrix,
it?
I call it.
I mean, this square called Pottstown. Because we're not even talking about all of Pottstown. We know what the area where we live.
We ain't hating on Pottstown.
No, I
it's
love
not that.
Pottstown.
It's not that. You know,
Just to put that out there.
I love
Because
Pottstown.
people might not know.
But I
really
get
where.
the, but I get the
I'm ready to
matrix. But I
twist.
get
Yeah,
what you
nigga,
mean
like,
by
this
the,
shit real,
by the
like-
matrix mentality, because a lot of folks I be seeing don't even want to go nowhere because honestly, they feel like they nobody here.
Yeah.
So
Nah.
I mean, I might be touching off point, but
No, you're on
niggas,
point. I'm listening.
motherfuckers be feeling like they nobody here, so it'll be like, why go somewhere I have no
Man,
interest
listen,
to
you
go?
crazy,
But me,
yeah.
like, nigga, we could go anywhere. We'd be downtown LA amongst millionaires. Like, bro, I don't feel like inferior.
Right.
Like, I feel
Right.
like I'm just gonna be me, and I feel like I'm a star. It ain't even about being a star. I feel like I'm somebody.
Talk your shit.
I feel like I'm somebody, like,
you're supposed to.
Yeah,
You're supposed
you
to be
understand
here.
what I'm saying?
You here for a reason,
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah.
You
I
here
feel
for
like
a reason.
no
I'm
matter
here
where
for a
I go,
reason.
I feel like I'm supposed to be in that room.
Exactly.
Like, and That's not arrogance. That's not nothing. That's
Nah,
the simple fact
nah.
that I'm trying to make myself well traveled enough that I understand that I do belong in that room. Like, you know what I'm
Preach,
saying?
nigga, damn,
but that's,
preach.
But that's not what a lot of motherfuckers don't
Oh,
understand.
he tuned it
again.
down. No, preach,
It's
man.
not even that. It's because at the same time, like, you got to think about it, and it's like I'm not huge on college, but I'm huge on college because that experience socially outside of your norm. Like, I feel like that 2.5 years I was at Bloomsburg was the most blossoming I did as a human, period.
I think you can still get that if you move.
You feel what I'm saying?
If a
Like,
young
I'm saying
kid
move,
moves,
period. Like,
moves like a city or something like that.
But
You
that's
can
forcing
still
you to extend yourself.
yeah.
But it's kind of a force, but a comfortable force, because you're going to have room and board and shit like that, where you're out on your own, but you're not really out on your own. You feel what I mean?
Nah, nigga,
when you
get
go
out-
and
get out
move,
on
like,
your
you got to
own.
get out on your own. You got to get a job right away. You got to figure out life. I get you. Now that's cool, and that might work for some people.
I'm not saying
But
you gotta
feel
do
me?
it
That
at
doesn't-
18, but
Yeah,
at
yeah,
some point,
absolutely, yeah.
That's if you don't go to college, like
Right.
per what you're saying, you can go move to a city and still accomplish the same thing. But before we get off topic, one thing I realized about people living in Pottstown and stuff, I think it's because we're so used to getting everywhere so quick and easy.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers don't want to drive nowhere, bro. They think a 40 minute drive is far. They be like, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't really trying. So I'm like, what? Like, y'all be so used to getting everywhere in 15 minutes, and you spoiled as hell. Like,
Right.
you only putting $10 in your tank every time you leave because you
Bro,
ain't gotta go
you
nowhere.
right on
like,
it, cause like
motherfuckers
like I
don't
said,
wanna drive.
like me traveling lately, it's like, bro, it's nothing for me to get on the book a flight for tomorrow and go 6, 8, 12 out and be somewhere, handle some business, get back on the plane and come back in 2 days. Like, motherfuckers be like, oh, how you do that? Oh,
You can do
bro,
it.
it's a 5-hour flight. I'm on a flight. I'm down somewhere by 1 p.m. off the plane.
right.
In the mix of doing what I'm doing, be back on the plane on Sunday. Like, you know what I mean? 2 days later, back here,
Shit,
back
that's,
in.
nigga, that's what Atlanta was when we
Yeah.
went to
Yeah.
Atlanta.
Facts.
Nigga, what? That joint was a business
But it's
trip.
not really
in and out.
It's not about nothing.
Nah,
it's,
it ain't.
It's just your mindset. Like, motherfuckers think to go a 5-hour flight somewhere, like, it gotta be, book a fucking flight and go. Go do what you need to do. Move in shape. Get back.
But that's why I be trying to tell you about the whole college experience, for real, because it shows you that there's more than what you're just used to.
No, there's
you get to converse and relate and communicate with people that's not even city related. Like, you talk to people that come from out of state, out of everywhere. So it's like spreading your wings without spreading. You know what I mean? Without really doing it. Like,
Nigga.
So it's out. It's worth doing it. Like, it's worth getting out of there, getting out of your comfort zone. You get to meet people. You get to reintroduce yourself. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
I'm only playing devil's advocate because you're gonna have people that don't agree with the college thing, and I
get it.
I don't totally
get it.
agree. I get your point though.
Spread your wings.
Yeah, basically that's what we were saying. Spread your wings,
can't
man. Get
fly.
out here, fly. Even if you got to fly Spirit, motherfucker, fly. Like,
And a
get
lot
out
of y'all
here.
motherfuckers be knocking Spirit.
I'll fly the shit. Listen,
I'll
I've
fly
learned
the
how
shit
to.
out of Spirit.
I got the cheat code. Listen, I ain't paid for no bags up or down in 3 or 4 Spirit flights.
Hey,
Take the
man.
book bag on and stuff the duffel right. Listen, bro, they don't say shit.
Never check that motherfucking carry-on. They want you to pay for a fucking carry-on. Never. I told my
never
girl, I
say
said, don't
shit.
hit no fucking carry-on.
Hell no.
They're not gonna check. And for real, if you really broke and you want to take an underneath joint, just don't make it too big.
Don't draw.
Take it through the jaw, and they'll throw it underneath the plane
Right there,
right on the entrance and get in the flight.
And your joint gonna be the first joint off on the baggage claim.
First drawn out.
I done took full check
Listen,
on
bro.
Johns up through there.
I know how to get everything I need right through
trying to
that
take the audio
joint, bro.
equipment up.
TSA ain't gonna say to you, yo, this is a check on John.
No.
And once you get up to the John, they ain't gonna say to you, this is a check on John. They're gonna say, oh yeah, just put your bag right by the door. We'll throw it underneath.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Real shit.
Nah, real shit, man. But we up out here. Anything for him?
Take me out this fucking chat, man.
You already know. Dollar Boys.
Take me out.